Welcome to MyLITV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we've traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. MyLITV starts now.
Together with his co-author Elizabeth Ames, their new book, Reviving America, shows how the United States can recover the optimism and entrepreneurial dynamism that made it the greatest nation in the history. Please welcome authors of Reviving America, Steve Forbes and Elizabeth Ames.
We take inspiration from Ronald Reagan, who said that you don't change minds on Capitol Hill, in Washington, in Congress through sweet reason. You do it through the heat of public opinion. So we wrote this book to turn up public opinion, give people the information they need, the tools they need to start, one, so they can be informed and be able to push for these things, push their candidates, push their representatives, and start to make things happen. The crummiest motel in America wouldn't dare put you in a room with another guest, sick guest, with a curtain in between. Just wouldn't be tolerated. Yet in hospitals, it's the routine. The three big reforms we talk about, one is getting patient control of health care, not just repealing Obamacare, but what do you replace it with? We want to evolve a new system where patients are in charge, where you have transparency on prices at hospitals and clinics, where you know what's a good hospital and what isn't a good hospital, just like you do anything else in the marketplace. Go to the kitchen, have a cup of coffee, cup of tea, sales taxes, go to work, gasoline taxes, perhaps a toll or two. You get to work, federal income tax, state income tax, Medicare tax, Social Security tax. Another big thing, of course, is junking this horrific tax code, which is now over 10 million words when you take all the attendant rules and regulations, and replace it with a simple flat tax. Imagine if the Federal Reserve, our central bank, was in charge of the Time Bureau, decided to do to clocks and watches what it does to the dollar, floats it. So you have 60 minutes an hour one day, 32 minutes the day after, 80 minutes the day after that. Life would be chaotic. And finally, getting a stable and honest dollar again. You know, investing's risky enough, but if you don't know if you're going to get back a 100-cent dollar, an 80-cent dollar, a $1.10, it hurts investment, and we see it in the punk economy we have today.
There's been a decrease in unemployment, and the economy keeps churning. Isn't it good enough that we're at least moving in the proper direction?
We're like a race car that's going 20 miles an hour. Yes, we're moving, but no, we should be going a lot faster, a lot quicker, covering these distances. And you mentioned unemployment. Well, the rate's low, but you have millions of people dropping out of the labor force or working part-time and not feeling their salaries are going up. You take the average median income in this country, and it's still about less than it was 7 or 8 years ago. So, no, this is not satisfactory. This is very un-American.
Have you been able to share some of these thoughts with anyone in Congress or either running for office?
Well, what is surprising is that more of the candidates in this for president in this election cycle haven't led with bold programs the way Ronald Reagan did or John Kennedy did. In Congress, House Speaker Paul Ryan is keenly interested in radically simplifying the tax code. So I think things are beginning to move, and this is what you have to do. Don't get caught up on all the reality TV gloss of these races, but look at what's starting to churn beneath the surface of things. And I think things are starting to move in the right direction, even though you'd never know it from the daily headlines. But if your incomes are moving up, you don't increase those debts, start to pay them down a little bit, boy, life becomes easier, a lot quicker.
I totally support what he says, and it makes a lot of sense. It's very, and he puts it in very simple terms on how to resolve some of our problems.
He was very inspiring to me, and especially for, you know, he makes me want to go out there and encourage people my age to understand, you know, what's going on today.